Welcome back to Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin here at our Restoration Nation. And today we're bringing you two famous sisters. Here we are in the Quapaw quarter of downtown Little Rock, Arkansas, one of the most beautifully intact Victorian and neoclassical era neighborhoods in all of our state and really all of the region. And we're bringing you two of the properties that have long been my absolute favorite. They're officially called the Halliburton townhouses, but they are colloquially called the Haliburton sisters. There are two of these lovely ladies standing side by side, and they are identical twins. Now, they are in need of a couple of good facelifts. So we're going to take you through both ladies today. I'm going to walk you through the sister that's aged slightly more gracefully than the other and show off her beautiful architectural details. Then we'll take you through the second and show you how these are incredible fixer-upper opportunities for you. Well, here we are inside the first lovely sister. Now we're going to run through here pretty quickly because there's no air conditioning and it is getting incredibly hot today, but I've got to show you these incredible details. Now these homes are neoclassical revival in style, built in 1906. They have gorgeous double height porticos supported by beautiful Corinthian capitalled columns. They're absolutely stunning. They're so striking when you drive by. And those neoclassical revival details continue on the inside. And we see that here in this beautiful unpainted newel post, bannister, and spindles. The stained glass in the transom over the front door and the stained glass in the front window is original. Let's take a look in the front parlor and let me show you my favorite thing. Well, as you can see, this home is in the middle of a demolition. Someone bought the house, started a restoration, and probably, like many other people, either ran out of energy or money or both, or maybe just ran out of sanity, which can often happen too. But what has happened is we have so many original details in this home that have been left unmolested and unremoved. First of all, the plaster walls are all intact. They're original and they're not delaminating in any way. And I love that we can see that these walls were always wallpapered. You can see there's never been a paint treatment on these walls. And if you look right up at the top, you can see this hint of a line. There's two lines. You can see the hint of a line, which would have been the marking, the demarcation line for the wallpaper border that would have been there. And then you can see a little bit of a shadow where the picture rail would have been. So that would have been from the dirt accumulating behind that wallpaper from that picture rail sticking up there for all those years. But look at this mantle and the original tile surround that are still in this room. This is the stuff that you know makes me absolutely giddy. And especially this particular type of item, because this shows what a transitional period we're in. The tile in the surround still feels very aesthetic movement in trend. So this is a type of tile with the urn, the lilies, the blossoms that would have been very popular in the 1870s or 80s, but we are now 1906 when this house is built. So the tile is of an earlier trend, but then the mantelpiece with these beautiful columns, these gorgeous Corinthian capitals on here, the egg and dart design is in that neoclassical revival style, as are these beautiful original double doors. The double doors are also still in the house next door, but they're in the attic. Great, 8 feet in height with beautiful original brass hardware. This room has so much to offer, including the original windows. Let's go into the back parlor.
We'd like to thank Lomi for sponsoring this video. You've heard me talk about Lomi. Lomi is the countertop kitchen composter that breaks down organic waste, such as food scraps, into small fragments to use as plant food in your garden. Don't you just hate the smell of garbage? Don't you hate putting your food waste in the garbage? Well, that's where Lomi comes in. Put your food waste in there and it goes from garbage to gold. How does Lomi work? It is really easy to use. You just plug it in, you put in your food scraps, in as little as 4 hours, Lomi transforms almost anything you eat into nutrient-rich plant food. Now with Lomi's new app, I can track my environmental impact, earn points with every cycle I run, and use those points to get freebies from Lomi and other brands. Compared to throwing your waste in the landfill, using Lomi reduces your carbon footprint by up to 127%. And if you're like us, you're constantly buying potting soil and topsoil to put into your plants. Lomi eliminates a lot of those costs. You could put it right on your kitchen countertop. You could put it in your garden workspace, wherever you like, and you just put your leftover food in there, you let it go to work, and then you use that nutrient-rich plant food wherever you need it in the garden. You're gonna love it. Go over and check them out today. Whether you want to make a positive environmental impact or just grow a beautiful garden, Lomi is for you. To get $50 off, go to lomi.com/restoration and use promo code restoration at checkout. That's LOMI.com/restoration to get $50 off your Lomi.
Well, here we are in the back parlor, and I know that this has always been the back parlor, never the dining room, even though it's attached to the kitchen, and I'll show you why when we actually make it into the dining room. But another absolutely glorious, original, unpainted oak mantel here in this dining room. But again, look at the tile. We have the high relief, aesthetic movement style, majolica fireplace surround, and look at the base at the bottom. So these are a climbing rose motif, and they're potted climbing roses, and the vase from which they're climbing has a bird. And if you watch this channel at all, you know that bird motifs in houses of this period are I just love them. It's just something that makes these so magical to me, and we retain all that. And for all of these to be here, to be in excellent condition, to not have lost any of these tiles is priceless. Both fireplaces have a pink granite hearth. I don't know if they're original or not, but they are quite lovely. And we have a beautiful bay window with all the original windows in this space. Let's take a look at the dining room. This is the dining room. And how do we know for certain? Because this is the built-in china cabinet. This is original. Obviously, this wire is not original, and I don't think these shelves are in any way original, but the built-in is original to the property. There is a similar one next door. So both of these ladies had these built-ins when they were first constructed. The shutters are also original. The interior shutters are original. Those are extant in its sister as well. This is a door currently to a bathroom, but originally this would have been the butler's pantry. So we would have had the kitchen, the butler's pantry where the food would have been brought through, plated and brought through into the dining room, and then a front parlor and back parlor. So a lot of original material in this house. Now I know this house looks terrifying. If you've never done work like this before, you're looking at this and saying, what is wrong with you? Why are you showing us this house? Well, one thing is all the original material that is extant. It is priceless. But a lot of the hard work's been done for you here. There's a lot of rewiring that's been done, there's some plumbing that's been done, and a lot of demo work that's been done. So these are already well along the path to full restoration. They just need somebody to pick up the baton and run with it. We can tell you the floors are in immaculate condition. They just need to be refinished. The foundation in these two houses are solid as a rock, so you have wonderful material to work with. Let's go upstairs. I'm going to show you one particular original feature that I cannot believe has survived 113 years. So let's take a look. Here we are on the second floor after we've come up this gorgeous stairway with its original unpainted newel post, balustrade, and banister. We have an incredible Juliet balcony right here, but the thing I really wanted you to see, I wanted to talk to you about, is this mural. It is original. You can tell this mural has been here since this house was built. And the fact that it is here, that it is extant, that it is fairly intact, this is one of those ornaments that were we in the market and I walked in and saw this, I would buy this property for this alone. And I would decorate the rest of the house from the colors taken out of this mural. It's absolutely an extraordinary treasure to find something like this that has managed to survive the lifetime of this house, considering all of the change that it's undergone. Now let's take a look at the rest of the upstairs and all the space you have to work with, plus a back balcony.
take a look at the second sister. She needs a little bit more work, and she's gonna take some gathering of bits and bobs to make her perfect, but all the potential's there.
So what do you think? Are you the next person who's going to be the caretaker of the Halliburton sisters? They need somebody to love them. I remember not 10 years ago, these homes were absolute show places in the Quapaw Quarter. It's hard to believe that they can go downhill so quickly, but they can. Without care, houses can really deteriorate very, very fast. Let's talk about where these houses sit. We are a block and a half from the Arkansas Governor's Mansion. We are on one of the finest streets in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. Absolutely stunning. You can hear we're in the heart of the city, and it is so quiet here. Just a beautiful, beautiful place to own these two beautiful properties. And there's two of them, so you can live in one while you fix up the other. You can fix the other up and rent it out and have full-time income, or you can have a home of your own and some in-laws quarters. It's an absolutely incredible once-in-a-life opportunity to own two properties of this magnitude. Now remember, we're not the real estate agents. We don't represent the house. We make nothing from the sale of this house or showing you this house, and we don't guarantee it in any way. All we're here to do is show you the beautiful architectural integrity that remains in this house and an opportunity to get into a property and make it shine again. All of the information you need about the price and all of the details are in the Zillow listing in the description below. And we hope if this home speaks to your soul, you'll reach out to the real estate agent and schedule your own showing. Now, don't forget, join us next time on Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin. Who knows what we'll turn up next? I know next week we've got another local home for you, but in the coming weeks we may have some real surprises. So share the video, give it a like, leave it a comment, and we'll see you next time on Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin.